Well, it's time to finish out the week talking about Fletch. Let's get the last of this trilogy out of the way. Don't go anywhere.
Previously on the Nerdy Ronin Network.
Hey, Squeaky. I think for today's show we should talk about yesterday. No, I don't mean talk about She-Hulk more. Gross. Good grief. Happy FriYay, everybody. We're glad you're here. Like and subscribe if you think we're awesome, or even if you don't. Who knows? The work week is done. The horizon, man, all we can see is the weekend. Time to get down to business. All right. Hey, look. A little history here. I've always had a soft spot for the older Chevy Chase movies. There's something about his comedic timing and acting that's just always made me laugh. Whether it be Funny Farm or Foul Play or Fletch, there's just something about the way he played his roles that makes you love him. That's my experience. You may not have had that experience. It's possible you haven't seen any of Chevy Chase's older stuff, and that's fine. But I would suggest you take a trip down memory lane and watch some of those fantastic movies, 'cause they're great. They're just good fun. So when I heard a new Fletch, look, first off, I had not heard anything about this. I did not even know it was being made. So the advertising was jacked to begin with. Did you hear about it? So, because I enjoyed the original two movies from 85 and 89, I was like, oh, cool. And then I heard John Hamm was playing Fletch. And I was like, I don't know. Maybe. Does he have the comedic chops? Can he be lovable and smart while acting dumb? Let's find out, I thought. So this week I rewatched the first two. I reviewed those on Wednesday. And today we're going to talk about Confess Fletch, which is one of the best-selling novels from the series. Happens to be the second in the series of novels, of which there were 11. By Gregory MacDonald. If you're interested, I would suggest you read them. If you like mysteries, there you go. So, right off the bat, I go into this with an open mind, but right off the bat, within the first 5-10 minutes, I'd say actually 5 minutes, first thing I do is make a dig at the last president we had. Okay, so now I'm like, really? It's 2022, Hollyweird. Can you quit already? Have you done enough yet? Confess Fletch from 2022, rated R, hour and 38 minutes. It's about Fletch trying to prove his innocence. He gets accused of murder. Sounds a lot like the second movie that Hollyweird wrote instead of using this novel as the basis. And I will say that I think if back in early 90s they would have done this movie with Chevy Chase, it would have made $1 billion. But anyway, so in the original Fletch movies, Fletch was smart and played dumb. And that was part of the charm of the way he portrayed the character. In this movie, Fletch only seems smart because they made everyone else in the movie dumb. Like, and it's blatantly obvious. everybody he comes in contact with comes across as dumb. Like, just unintelligent people. Like, he's the smartest guy in the room, but he does not come across as smart per se. He just happens to be a little bit smarter than the rest of the people. We'll get back to that. And throughout the whole thing, he takes his shoes and socks off because he wants to be barefoot. That's stupid. And it comes across stupid. Nobody wants your bare feet up on their office desk. Unless it's your office desk, and you're welcome to be barefoot on that all you want. Right? The storyline is convoluted the way they portray it in the movie, and I have not read this book. I will be, because I want to see how much they changed to make this movie in today's day and age. There's a lot of SJW nonsense in it. You know, and just some of the lines they've done. I'm not diving deep into that. I don't care about that. Certain studios and directors and writers, they think that's going to get them points. It's not. Well, it might on Twitter. And another classic thing of the original two Fletch movies was Fletch had disguises. He didn't just give a different name when he met people. He would wear disguises. Add a mustache, be bald, what have you. And it was charming because he played the characters to a T. In this, John Hamm just gives a different name to everybody he talks to and expects that to just be, nobody recognizes him. It's just nothing against John Hamm. I think he can be a great actor in certain things. But comedy for this, it needed to be a better actor or a better writer. One of the two. It's possible John Hamm could excel with this role given a better writing team that did this. And I don't know anything about these guys that wrote this. Don't really care. Because this was not Fletch. Canon of Fletch is Chevy Chase. He did 2 movies, and he did them well. So when you do a third movie, 20 years later, 20 plus years later, and then you want to be like, or actually almost 30 years later, you're going to do another movie and just not respect the character. Does this sound familiar to anybody? And in the end, everybody makes Fletch out to be an idiot. So it turns out all these dumb people, they were actually the smarter ones. And Fletch was the idiot. Fletch doesn't solve anything in this. Everybody else does. In fact, at one point his life's in danger and the cops save his life. He has nothing. He does not solve anything here. He does not. It's the Wish.com version of Fletch. It's the Wish.com version of a Fletch movie. I hate to say it. I'm sorry. I really am. I wanted to like it. I like the character of Fletch. I think the books are good. I think the movies were well done. And this drowns in its own unintelligence. It's not written smart. It doesn't come across as smart. It's just a mess. I hate to do it. I can't give this a thumbs up, and I would not suggest anybody who's a fan of the originals watch this. If you don't know who Fletch is, go right ahead. I'm sure you'll have no problems with it. But if you've seen the originals with Chevy Chase, this is going to be a sour taste in your mouth. And there you have it. That's our FriYay review, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. We're always glad to have you here. We love you being here. We're always happy to see you. You make our day better. So there you have it, you guys. If you've seen this movie, tell me in the comments down below. Let me know what you thought of it. Have you seen the originals? And what did you think in comparison? Let me know. I'm truly, honestly curious. Because I didn't enjoy it. From Michael the Microphone, Bob Squeaky Chair, and this sad fat nerd. We will see you on Monday. Have a great weekend.